Hi, and Assalamualaikum. My name is Alisya, and I'm from the EC6C. So thank you for willingly to help me in interview for this issue.
Yeah.
So the purpose of this interview is to study about does sleeping 7 hours a day helps the EC6 students in KPMSI focus better in class. So could you please introduce yourself a little bit?
Okay. My name is Siti Nur Alisya binti Nashahri, and I am 20 years old. I'm from the EC6C. That's all about me.
Alright. So thank you for participating in my research method.
Okay.
So I would like to ask you a few questions. So the first question is, how would you describe your sleeping schedule during your weekdays?
I can say that I have a consistent sleeping schedule where I will make sure that I get enough of sleep, and yeah, I will have the right time for me to get to the sleep.
So how many hours do you usually get
Oh,
your sleep?
I am very concerned about my sleeping hours. That I will make sure that usually I will sleep 5 to 6 hours, and actually it is already enough for me. Or else, if I sleep more than 6 hours or perhaps 7 hours, actually I will feel very lazy on the next day, and also uh, I will become more sleepy actually. I will not focus to my work for the next day if I get more than 6 hours.
Oh, so 6 hours is the maximum time of sleep for you to get in the
Yes,
weekdays.
yeah.
Oh, okay. What time do you sleep usually in the weekdays?
I will usually sleep at 1 or 2 a.m. Because I think I can sleep earlier than that, at, like for example at 11 or 12, because actually when I get to sleep earlier, on the next day I will feel I will have a
Tired.
headache, and tired also. So that's why actually 1 and 2 a.m. is the right time for me to get to sleep.
So it's like your normal hour to get to sleep lah.
Yeah.
Alright, so the next one, as you mentioned earlier, you always sleep at 1 and 2 a.m., right? So how long
Mhm.
does you take for you to fall asleep?
Oh,
6 minutes, or you just can sleep straight away after you get ready to the bed?
okay. Okay. So when I get to the bed at 1 or 2, but then for me to fall asleep, I think it takes times from 30 minutes until 1 hour, because during that time I will do another thing first. It has become my routine actually, for me to scroll on social media first before I get to sleep. So yeah, that's why it
See,
it is long.
1 hour is quite long to
Yeah.
for you to fall asleep. Alright, so if that okay, let's say there's one day that you stay up late. I mean, like maybe
Mm.
you sleep around 4. So
Mm.
what are the reasons that make you stay up for late?
Okay. So as a student that always procrastinate in doing her task earlier, so um the first reason why I get to sleep late at night is because first I do my work first. I need to finish my work first, and then also, as I told you earlier, that I scroll on the social media first, and that's why until I don't realize that actually it's already late. And also sometimes I do watch some movie first, or watch any drama for one episode that brings me not to get sleep early until late.
So so beside assignment, watching movies or videos also some of the reasons why you sleep late.
Yeah, true.
Alright, so Have your sleep affected your health?
Oh, actually, I have experienced this. It does really affect my health, where I get a severe headache, and also um, I have a fever actually, where there's one time that I just sleep for 1 to 2 hours, and actually I realized that when I didn't get enough of sleep, I might easily to have a fever and also a morning flu, and
Mm,
the first thing that will affect me first is a severe headache.
mhm. So after you realize that symptom, then you will change your sleeping pattern. Like you sleep for like 6 hours as usual.
Yeah. So when I didn't get enough of sleep, I will make my time to sleep at during the day for another 2 hours just
Mm,
to
to wake up
uh,
your sleep before.
uh,
Okay, yeah, I understand. All right. So the next question is: have you been diagnosed with any sleeping disorder?
oh
Like
I
you
guess
are having insomnia or something like that?
I guess until now I don't even have never been diagnosed for any symptoms that related to my sleeping disorder or what, since I um still can
Get your sleep.
get my sleep enough, and it does not affect me really bad for my health.
Right. Okay. So the next question is: would you skip class due to lack of sleep? Or have you ever experienced skipping the class just because you are late of sleep, then you feel lazy, then you just
Oh,
feel like I just want to sleep, I don't want to go to class.
actually, there's one time I skipped my class, but it's not that because I didn't, because I don't have enough of sleep. It is that let me tell you a little bit. Actually, there's one week where I didn't get enough of sleep. There's a time that I sleep 1 to 2 hours, and also there's also a day where I didn't sleep at all. So I decided not to attend to the class, as the class also um, the lecturer also didn't take the students' attendance, as the attendance is not compulsory anymore. So and actually it's just only a revision class. So I decided not to go to the class
Okay.
and just be in my room. So, but there's only one time.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we move on to the next question, which is have you ever been sleepy in class due to lack of sleep, especially morning classes?
Yeah, it's true that I have feel that being very sleepy when in the class, and I can't focus to the lecture. But uh, as you mentioned just now, especially in the morning, right? Yeah, it is true. I guess because it may be because of I don't get my breakfast also, that
Mm,
make me
affect you
um
sleepy.
that feel sleepy and can't focus in the class.
So you choose to come to the class and feel sleepy instead of just skip the class
Yeah.
if you had the lack of sleep.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
True.
Alright, so we move on to the next one. Do you think lacking adequate hours of sleep would affect your CGPA?
mm, yeah. Um, Lack of sleep is one of the factors that will affect my CGPA, as because of not having enough of sleep, it will affect me that I will not focus in the class for the lesson, and also when I didn't focus in the class, I can perform well in my exam, my test, and also in doing my assessment, right? Same goes to you, right? So I guess it does really affect me as a student. It is normal.
Alright, so the next one, would you sleep in class if you booked an all night before? Like if like you said earlier, you choose to go to the class instead of sleep. So would you sleep in the class, or you just like look at the lecture even though you don't understand what they are, or you choose to sleep? Which one?
Actually, it is very hard for me, I think, to sleep in a class as the class is on just only have 25 students, and my lecturer can easily notice if their students sleep in the class. So it is hard for me to take my sleep to take a sleep in the class. And also, in fact, in during math lecture class in at Dewan Kuliah, um, I think student can't really do anything instead of um, just follow with the lecture, as their lecturer will can easily notice that the student did not focus in the class. So that is why I think that I can't take
Sleep.
my sleep in the class.
Alright, I understand. Okay, so so we are moving on to the last second question, which is, are you well aware of the disadvantages of insufficient of sleep?
Um, yeah, I am aware um with the
Disadvantages.
disadvantages obviously, as it will affect my health, not only my health but also for my studies as well. So but I think I can't do anything because um actually I would prefer to do my task, to do my work at night rather than during in the
Is it
day,
like
uh, because during the day there are a lot of distraction that make me uncomfortable with it, that I can't really focus to do my work. So I would prefer to do my work in the at night. Then and that's why I had to sleep late.
okay, so the last question, which is, will you continue your existing sleeping patterns when it affects your focus in class? If so, why? Why would you still continue?
So I guess with the sleeping schedule that I have right now, I am I have familiar with it, and I think I can um, just continue with the sleeping schedule that I have right now, because although if I need to change my sleeping schedule, I think I can't do that, because day by day I would say that my responsibility have become increased. There's a lot of things that I need to do, so I um have to continue with my sleeping schedule that I have right now, and I am comfortable with it.
I understand. So, so that's it for the question for
Oh,
you.
okay.
Thank you, Alisha, for participating. I hope you are
Alright.
having a nice day
Thank
and
you.
your sleeping pattern doesn't affect your focus in class.
Inshallah. Singles say thank you for interviewing me.
You're most welcome.